What's going on, guys? Omar Alfaro, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be discussing the big expenses on your investment properties will kill all of your cash flow. And that's something that I just faced this last month, not to mention the taxes that we all had to pay in December for property taxes. So that's something else that adds to the expense before the end of the year. But I'll get right to it. So check this out. We have about 5 or 6 properties that have subpar air conditioning units. Some of them have swamp coolers, some of them have wall furnaces, and obviously we got away with them for a while. The tenants were okay with them, but then obviously when something happens, you want to, start upgrading everything because it is the end of the year and you can write it off as the expense for that, for the cost basis to increase on that one property. So this is what happened. We have about 4 properties that we had to add AC units on because 2 of which tenants are there, and then the furnaces were shot, and it could not be replaced. It could not be fixed, so we had to replace them. Plus 2 other flips that we're keeping as rentals needed a full system because obviously it's super cold outside and everybody needs, some type of heat source. Granted, yes, they might have a fireplace, but obviously if you're going to rent it out for top dollar, you're going to want, central heating and air if possible. So those 4 expenses there, the 2 properties with with their tenants in them, and then the other 2 that are vacant came out to probably $7,000 or $8,000 a piece. So that's each property. So $7K for a HVAC unit, and then another $3,000 for $3,500 for a furnace on the 2 properties that the tenants occupy. So long story short, I'm out of pocket about $22,000 on 4 properties to make sure that they have, a heat source and air conditioning. So those huge expenses literally wiped out all of my cash flow that I'm going to be receiving for the year. Maybe a couple of them might be okay because if we average about, $800 to $1,300 a month in positive cash flow, well, check that out. If that's $1,300 a month on one property, yes, I might be making about $13K on one house, but the other ones might be 7, the other one might be 8. So you do the math, probably 50% of my cash flow is gone for the year, and it all happened in 2 weeks. So people want to invest in real estate. They want to learn how to buy properties. They want to have a bunch of rentals because it's the cool thing to do, owning a bunch of doors. But what most people don't know is you're also going to be, spending a lot of money to maintain them. And sometimes you're going to be pretty much working for free, and you're going to have a house that just is a wash for the year. Granted, yes, you'll have appreciation and depreciation, but we'll talk about that in another video. But I just wanted to share with you guys that sometimes you will be a negative cash flow and you still have an asset. So sometimes if you have that a huge amount of equity, that's kind of when you need to figure out on your property if it's the right time to sell to cash out that $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 that you have in equity, or keep it for the long term or for the long run. But just know that you're going to have to keep maintaining this property. So that's what I wanted to share. That we lost $22,000 in cash flow because of these big expenses. But renters are happy, and hopefully they stay there for a while. And that's what we do. So guys, I hope that helps you guys in your transition to becoming a real estate investor. And yeah, stay tuned for other stuff that we talk about here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.